Hi everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the secrets hidden within corporate filings. And let me tell you, this latest report from Everest Group is like finding a new peak to climb, and not necessarily an easy one. Today we're diving into Everest Group's latest action, which is essentially a quick update on their operations that they're filing with the SEC. It's a Form 8K, which usually signals something important happened shortly before the filing date. Think of it as a company's way of saying, hey, pay attention, something changed. So what's the big news this time? Well, it looks like Everest Group has brought a new member onto their board of directors. Her name is Laura J. Hay, and she's stepping in as an independent director, meant to bring an outside perspective, keeping the company's actions in check and looking out for all shareholders, not just the insiders. She's not just joining any committee either. Ms. Hay is going to be part of the Audit Committee and the Risk Committee. The Audit Committee is super important for making sure the company's financial reporting is accurate and that they have good internal controls to prevent fraud or errors. Being on the Risk Committee means she'll be involved in identifying and managing the potential dangers the company faces, which for a company like Everest Group could be a lot of different things. Now, let's talk about how they're compensating their new star player. Ms. Hay is going to get $125,000 a year. This is called a retainer, and it's basically a fixed amount they pay her just for being on the board. Since she's starting on August 20th, she'll get a portion of that for the year, depending on how many days she serves. On top of that, they're giving her restricted shares become more valuable. This is all part of their plan to pay directors who aren't full-time employees. They've also attached a press release that gives more details about her appointment. Think of this as the official announcement, the one you might see in the news. It's usually filled with positive language about how her expertise will benefit the company. Now you might be thinking, is this it? Just a new director? Well, for this particular filing, yes, that's the main event. This is a specific type of filing called an 8K, and it's used for current reports. It's not like the more detailed and for specific type of filing called an 8K, and it's used for current reports. It's not like the more detailed quarterly or annual reports where you get deep dives into financials with lots of tables, and 8Ks and it's used for current reports. It's not like the more detailed quarterly or annual reports where you get deep dives into financials with lots of tables. An 8K is for specific material events. So while this is important for the board's composition and governance, it doesn't give us the juicy financial performance numbers we often look for in other filings. For those of you who joined us live, remember our Discord channel is linked in the description. We discuss these filings and much more there, so definitely come hang out. Even though this filing is brief, it signals a change in governance for Everest Group, appointing a new independent director, especially one to committees like Audit and Risk, is a positive step for oversight. It shows the company is being mindful of its leadership structure and ensuring it has varied perspectives in place. However, without the accompanying financial statements that would typically come in a 10Q or 10K, it's hard to gauge the company's overall financial health or strategic moves from this single document. We'd need to see other filings to really understand how this new director fits into the bigger picture and what challenges or opportunities the company's overlings to really understand how this new director fits into the bigger picture and what challenges or opportunities the company is currently facing financially. This filing focuses solely on leadership and governance. It doesn't give us any indication of their recent financial performance or any significant operational changes. The fact that they're appointing a director and have a press release about it means it's an event they feel is important enough to publicly announce. Laura Hay's role on the Audit and Risk Committees suggests a focus on financial integrity and managing potential downsides for the company. The compensation package with both an annual retainer and stock grants is designed to attract experienced individuals and tie their compensation to the company's success. So what's my take on this? From this one filing, it's hard to offer a deep financial analysis. We're seeing a company make a deliberate move to strengthen its board. This is generally a good sign for how a company is managed. It's like a sports team bringing in a new coach or a key player. It can definitely impact future performance. However, we don't have the stats to see if the team is winning or losing, if their strategy is working, or how they're positioned against competitors. For Everest, we don't have the stats to see if the team is winning or losing, if their strategy is working, or how they're positioned against competitors. For Everest Group, the real test will be in how their overall strategy plays out and how their financial results reflect that. We'll need to keep an eye on their future filings to see if Ms. Hay's input makes a tangible difference. Alright, that's our quick decode of Everest Group's latest filing. What's your take on adding new leadership to a board? Does it usually signal good things? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Corporate Decoder for more insights like this. And hey, don't forget to join our Discord community linked right down in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.